For today's video, I'll be guiding you on how to effectively use the Remembrance path to its fullest, which allows you to clear the highest difficulty of Swarm Disaster with ease. For those who aren't familiar with the Remembrance path, it is a hard CC-focused path centered around freezing enemies. Its most notable feature is being able to apply a debuff called Dissociation, which causes ice damage based on the enemy's max HP. Let's start with the team composition. The core of this team is March 7th. She can freeze all enemies through her ultimate and apply shields on your squishy characters. Shielding allies is extremely important, since there's just way too much incoming damage from enemies at difficulty 5. As a preservation character, March is able to equip the LC called Day 1 of My New Life. Along with other damage mitigation blessings, this allows your team to survive incoming nukes that could have caused one-hit deaths. March's skill also has the ability to remove debuffs, which is extremely important when fighting the Swarm. The Swarm can constantly inflict and stack wind shear debuffs on your team, which deals a significant amount of damage over time. On the third plane, the Swarm could potentially one-shot your characters with enough wind shear stacks, so being able to cleanse this is a matter of life or death for your team. Next is Natasha. She will be your source of healing, but most importantly, she has the ability to cleanse debuffs as well. A premium alternative would be Luocha, but as I will show in this guide, Natasha is more than enough. Then we have the damage dealer and auxiliary for the remaining 2 slots. I prefer Herta for the damage dealer slot due to her follow-up mechanics, which could trigger dissociation more frequently. For alternatives, any other damage dealer is fine as long as you take into consideration the element weakness of the final boss on the third plane. For auxiliary, Pela is the perfect choice. With the right build, she can cycle her turns extremely fast while spamming her ultimate. This helps the team constantly apply ice weakness and dissociation if you have the correct blessings. The only premium alternative would be Silverwolf. For now, I will replace Pela with Silverwolf, since it's going to be hard to progress without the Remembrance card that applies ice weakness. For those without a Silverwolf, you need to be patient on the first plane since Remembrance has a slow start. Aside from the constant freeze application and dissociation debuff, what makes Remembrance really strong is this dice effect, Darkness and Greed. I'll show you how it works as we progress. Okay, we managed to get Darkness and Greed. With this dice effect, I can duplicate reward domains, which is arguably the best type of domain. Let's skip a bit and go straight to the reward domain. This reward occurrence is called Mirror of Transcendence. It has the option where you can fight a decaying shadow. If you can beat it, the domain will reward you with 2 3-star blessings. As you can see, clearing reward domains early would increase your chances of getting 3-star Remembrance blessings before you even go to the second plane. Having a source of dissociation debuff this early makes killing elites or bosses a lot faster. The 3 trotters can also appear in reward domains. Those trotters frequently drop 3-star blessings too. Replicating reward domains is basically the trick that I've mentioned to get your source of dissociation debuff very early into your run. Replicating domains is exclusive to the Remembrance path, which is pretty cool. No pun intended. Now that we got our source of dissociation debuff, progressing would be a lot easier. When choosing which boss to fight on the first plane, we would really want to fight the boss that applies ice weakness. This would help a lot if you fail to obtain the 2-star Remembrance blessing that applies ice weakness. Else you would need to rely on Silverwolf.
どう始末するかは
And just like that, we already have all the 3-star Remembrance cards. So aside from trying to get the remaining Remembrance blessings, we also need to focus on trying to get as many blessings that improve the team's survivability. The best anti-one-shot blessing that I know is called Clear Lucite Body, a 2-star abundance card that reduces damage taken by 36% when a character's HP is full. Probably the second best is called Regression Inequality of Annihilation, a 3-star destruction card that distributes incoming damage equally to the team. With how it works, it doesn't reduce incoming AoE damage, so you need to enhance it to unlock its other effect, which makes the team receive 15% less damage. Next is Sanctuary, a 2-star preservation card that generates a shield equal to 12% max HP of the character when ending their turn. There is also a blessing called Firmness, a 1-star preservation card that reduces shielded characters' damage taken by 16%. Within the 2-star blessings of the Remembrance path, getting Melancholia is the top priority. Melancholia allows you to forcibly detonate dissociation debuffs that are applied to your enemies, quite similar to how Kafka forcibly detonates DOT effects applied on enemies. When choosing which boss to fight on the second plane, we would really want to reduce the absurd speed of True Sting.
どう始末するかは私の気分次第よ。これこんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。
I finally reached the final boss domain, but failed to obtain the 2-star Remembrance card that applies ice weakness. Therefore, I cannot switch to Pella, and am stuck with Silverwolf. When fighting True Sting, remember that it has an absurdly high status resistance. A lot of your freeze applications would get resisted. To remedy this, try your best to apply a weakness break on True Sting as fast as possible. Weakness breaks would trigger your 3-star Remembrance card that forcibly applies dissociation. With this in mind, make sure you manage your resources properly. Don't go crazy on spamming your ultimates, only use them when needed. For example, if True Sting is frozen, try to reserve your ultimates. Once True Sting recovers its toughness bar, spam your ultimates in hopes of triggering some freeze applications, or simply deplete its toughness bar again for another weakness break. As long as you don't allow it to move consecutively, it will never be able to use its ultimate move that wipes out the team. Good luck, Trailblazer.
たまにはマジうちのとっておきをくらえ。ガツンとくるやつか。2倍速ってこんなもん。くるりん。リココス。 こ ツンとくるやつでいこう。ふん、2倍速ってこんなもん。逃がさない。殴ったね。竜、たまには真面目うちのとっておきを食らえ。ドドリン。ガツンとくるやつでいこう。私が誰だか知ってる？こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。はっ、お注射の時間ね。ありがとう。ほんの気持ちよ、気にしないで。察しがいいのね。逃がさない。殴ったね。バトル回転を変える。2倍速ってこんな